All right. So we've been working on a product that honestly can be as big as Deal AI and is complementary to Deal AI. And and it wasn't honestly this product, we couldn't even build it probably 6 months ago. So agentic tasks, planning and reasoning was not good enough to roll out the product that I'm about to show you guys, even 6 months ago. So, but it is there. And I've been testing the product on our own platform. I'll show you guys in a second. And I wasn't actually gonna launch it yet, but we're getting results. So I thought, well, it's time to do one of my famous, I call them dirty launches, meaning I launch it, it's not completely baked, but it's good enough for us. Therefore, I want you guys to have a go at it. And it is essentially an AI sales agent. And it's for outbound to your customers. And it came from a question that actually Terry has been asking me, like it's actually Terry asked me a thing a while back, or told me a thing a while back. He's like, as we are looking for, people who want to buy higher ticket products from us, we have a giant user base and a lot of contacts. And I remember a while back, he asked me on a call, the buyers of higher ticket products are there in our database. We just don't know how to reach them to set up appointments for us. Okay. So we rolled out the product. I'll share my screen now. 1 second. Called Lead Falcon. And it is now, is it open now already? We just rolled out. They can sign up. Okay. You can sign up for it on leadfalcon.com. Okay. Leadfalcon.com. And I'm going to show you guys around for a few minutes. Okay. All right. That's the lead. That's the thing. So you can see the emails user information is obfuscated. You have a presentation mode that you can turn on. I'll show you guys how. There's a toggle for that. Once you turn it on, it actually shows this is actually on our live data connected to our Stripe, doing sales on AI doing one-on-one sales with our customers as we speak. We have had it going on for about a week now, and I'll show you guys some results, how it's set up. It's a completely different setup than anything you've ever seen, like with GHL and all that. And before I go there, let me explain what I mean by that. So you guys have probably seen ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, GHL, all these products. They're all rule-based products where you say, okay, a lead comes in, then do this, then do that, if this, then that, okay? We are completely changing the paradigm on this. I switch into a brand new topic. We are changing the paradigm on this completely by going to agentic AI sales. And you no longer have a flowchart. In my mind, everything that has a flowchart and you explain a lead comes in, do this, if this, do that, is actually before AI, before agentic AI, and is old school, okay? The new world, the way we imagine it, it works as follows, okay? You go and simply tell AI, I'll show you guys a few goals. It looks somewhat like Facebook ads. So before I show you the goals, this is super interesting because I'll show you guys, it's like, there's no flowchart. There's no if this, then that. You just tell AI what you want it to do, okay? I'll get there in a second. But first thing you do, you go to settings, you set up your org, you can sign up right now as pay-per usage. And so essentially you set up your org, you set up your setting, the name and all that, and you connect your wallet, and then you integrate your Stripe. It automatically starts pulling your customers in from Stripe. And we're going to add more integrations, HubSpot, GHL, all these things. And you can also zap in customer information. There is no need to send your information in once we have all the integrations. For now, we started with a Stripe, and it automatically grabs your customers from Stripe with all the purchases, the entire history. It builds a customer profile automatically, nothing done. It takes a few days. So for example, for us, We have about 100,000 paying customers. This is just paying customers. It took about a week. Okay. So you can count on 4,000, 5,000 customers. It's just automatically, slowly brings it in. Okay. You don't have to do anything. You just integrate your Stripe if you have Stripe. You can import contacts too. You go to lists, you create a list, and then you upload customers. Right now, we have limited it to 1,000 per batch, but we will lift that limit so you can upload as many customers as you want. Okay. Then what you do, this is where it gets really crazy. There is no workflow, okay? But you do things like this. And we have been experimenting with these goals. And this one, I'll give you stats on it. It has already, I'll show you how it's set up. So essentially, there is no workflow. You just say, hey, who is coming from which calendar? And in this case, we didn't even use built-in calendar. We gave an internal calendar. And then you just write in a prompt. You say, reach out to any customer who has spent over $60 lifetime. This, you guys have not seen, I don't think anybody else is doing it, what we're doing right now. These are more likely to be serious. You can just literally, you write a goal brief, okay? You say like that. It's like as if you're prompting AI. The main difference that I want to tell you guys is that you guys are used to generative AI like ChatGPT. This is agentic AI, meaning the prompting works the same way, but you can tell it to do things. Okay, it has tools in its arsenal, including in this case email. Pretty soon we're going to give it an SMS tool, which is Twilio integration. It will send SMS, but right now email. It does email marketing. You said, hey, reach out to those customers who have done blah blah blah. Start with a personalized message, keep the tone friendly, non-pushy, da. This is not a pitch, it's a nudge. If after 48 hours they haven't responded, don't contact them again. So it doesn't become super pitchy. And also after 48 hours, it releases the contact. AI automatically releases the contact for other goals to pick up. You can have many, many goals, okay? If they express interest, send them the booking link below and you give it some examples. You can do whatever. You can give it examples. It will automatically send. Now here's the where it gets really interesting. Okay, so you have essentially, you can pick a list to send to, or you can just say AI, kind of like Facebook Advantage Plus. If you're familiar with it, you can just toggle it on and AI decides who to send it to. It's not a full-on broadcast. You have the option to send a broadcast to, but this essentially tells AI, go and slowly send to these customers that fit this criteria and send them a customized message. And every message is going to be different. Okay. So what happens as a result is that you get a huge inbox rate because email services do not see the same domain sending a whole bunch of canned messages. Instead, it sees something like this. It essentially, just look at the activity goal. Again, this is blurred because I put in the presentation mode. This is real data. It's just for privacy reasons, I'm not showing emails. And you guys can also, if you're presenting it, you can do the same. These are activities that are happening right now. So it just sent an email. Somebody opened an email that it has sent, just completed a goal, meaning it sent this is the Darsh goal that I just showed you guys. So it sent a couple of emails to the customer. After 48 hours, the customer didn't respond. It closed the goal for this contact and said, no longer contact this customer. Then the contact becomes available for another goal to pick it up. Okay. You can see emails, another email is sent to a blurred email address. Every email is different. Everyone is personalized. Like literally everyone is different. So it goes in Stripe and sees, okay, the user buys bought this product, has been with us for this long. Let me send them a specific email to that person to send them to maximize reply rate. Okay, and I'm going to set up one myself. Let me look at the chat real quick. You can use it for reactivation. Absolutely, that's the idea. So it's essentially you upload your list and then you define a goal. I'm going to create one right now. Okay, create a goal. You have two types of goals: smart goals, which is essentially goes and the first message is AI generated. Broadcast goals, the first message, you write it, and then once the customer replies, AI picks it up. So the difference is SMART goal, the first message is AI and personalized. So you don't specify what the first message is. Broadcast goal, the first message is you write the first message, and then after the customer replies, then AI kicks in. Okay. I'm going to create a SMART goal here. And let's, did I fry your brains already, or you want to go through an example? You want me to go through an example? Let me ask you guys. Okay. All right. So an example, let's say I want to contact, let's come up with an example. People who have purchased our AI marketing agency in the past 3 months, or let's say past 6 months, and ask them if they're interested to set up a call to learn more about our, AI marketing agency consulting services. I'm going to make something up right now. So the goal is to contact people who have purchased AI marketing. I move Zoom stuff for a second. AI marketing agency in the past 6 months, and set them up for a one-on-one consulting call. Okay, boom. All right, so then you go here, you can decide who to send it from. Calendar, I'm going to set it up to my own calendar, even though I should be probably setting this up to Terry. New conversations, you start that. Okay, let me first write it and then activate it. You have to activate it at the top. It's not immediately activated. All right, let me go here. Too many Zoom things around. Okay. The goal is to contact people who have purchased AI marketing agency in the past 6 months and set them up for a one-on-one consulting call. Only contact people who have spent at least, let's say, $30 with us. The first email is short, 2-3 sentences max. Personalize it to the user by mentioning how long they've been with us or any specific information such as their name. Use a friendly tone. And again, we're going to give you guys some example prompts, but one of my goals here is to actually have the community start setting up their own sales agents and then experiment with this and then share the prompts that works best for everybody to learn from. Okay, this is brand new territory we're going in. I don't know there's even a single tool out there that does this. Okay. Friendly tone, and ask them to reply back if they are interested to learn more about our one-on-one consulting services to help them accelerate the growth of their AI marketing agency. What else can I say? If they don't respond within 24 hours, send them a friendly reminder email to see if they saw the previous email after 48 hours. If the user has not responded, close the contact. Okay. If they are interested, you can say, hey, ask these questions to make sure the user is qualified. That's what you can do also. Essentially an appointment setter. It's an AI appointment setter. If they are interested, send them. I'm not going to do qualifying questions. In this case, I'm just going to demo it. Send them my booking, book them with me. So you can literally say that, book them with me. Suggest a few times and book them with me. Suggest a few times and book them with me. Let's do one more follow-up email. If they don't book within 48 hours, send them another nudge. Close after 7 days, I want to say. Now, the other things we can do, we can say if they have customer support questions, send them to support@deal.ai. What else can I do here? Use for the first email. Again, I'm sure once I give this tool to Terrence and the rest of my team, Terrence is going to figure it out and come up with all sorts of amazing, we call this the goal brief. So we'll come up with an amazing, like optimized goal brief that will outperform this, but I'm just doing it for the purpose of this presentation. In the first email, use Intrigue to maximize reply rate. Okay, are you guys with me? Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna, instead of specifying a list, I'm just gonna go say, contact anybody in Stripe. I think AI marketing agency, AKA AMA. I think that's what we call it sometimes. So, all right, this should be good to go. I'm gonna send it from myself, my calendar, boom, goal is activated, okay? So now if you go to goals, all right, that's the one I created. Let me name it properly. AMA purchasers to Alex calendar, okay? All right, so I have currently 4 goals active at the same time. Again, these are smart, so they don't collide. This one has been running, setting up Darsh. That's why I decided it's been successful. That's why I really wanted to launch this earlier than later. This one looks like this. It essentially, you see the open rate, reply rate is high, 4% is really high for email. And if you look at some of these are successful, some of them are not. So this is a super targeted one, and look at the open rate and reply rate. This one is broad. It has sent 3,600, and and this one is the one that we just launched to set up. No, this is a test I was doing this morning, so I'm going to turn this off. Okay, and now I have this one that I just launched. Okay, 0 emails sent, no replies, obviously, no opens. It's going to be picked up in 5 minutes. So again, you can see this is like a activity feed. I can filter it by here. It's a smart goal. Boom. Okay, so it hasn't picked it up yet. It picks up in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna wait for a few seconds, a few minutes, take some questions, and we go from there. This is leadfalcon.com. Do we have to use the same email we signed up for Deal AI for LeadFalcon? No, not right now. We will have integration with Deal AI, so you don't have to even zap the information in from Deal AI. So it will integrate with your AEO funnels and your CRM. Can we sell this? 100%. I'm gonna allow white labeling of this and customizing it. Again, remember my goal, the whole reason we do this company is I want to make sure you guys at the top of an AI army. That's like literally, in my opinion, the only way to win. So this is essentially what you're doing is you're creating an AI agent or multiple AI agents. Each one of these goals is actually an AI agent. You just it doesn't say it that way in the UI, but it's essentially agentic AI, and each one of these is an AI agent. You can turn them on and off. I want you to be able to white label it. I want you to be able to come up with your own formula for a niche, for a country, for industry, and come up with your own flair, and then be able to set up agentic sales agents, AI sales agents for other people. Okay, so let me see. This is going to be groundbreaking in my opinion. Okay. Thank you so much for creating so much about pricing the app. Okay, sorry. What is the consumption? The consumption cost is so there are two types of emails it sends. It is the regular emails when you do a broadcast. There's no AI involved. We price that super low. Like I always price things low. It's actually cheaper than GHL. GHL is 67.5 cents per thousand emails. For us, it is 65 cents, so it's slightly below GHL. For AI emails, which are less in bulk, they're very targeted, is 4 pennies per AI correspondent. So it's only for AI ones though. In conversations, if you respond, I'm a little bit hesitant to go to this because I don't know if it's anonymized too. It looks like it is. So let's see. Okay, so these are AI generated, so they're blue. And if you send a message or you send a broadcast, it is green. Okay, so greens are cheaper because there's no AI involved. The blues are AI agents sending it, and it's 4 cents per message. Pay as you go for now. I think we don't have a subscription fee. Okay. All right. When we get people to a webinar stage, do we call you for help with presenting information? I'm not sure what that means. Thank you. Okay. Any other questions? Let me go to dashboard real quick. Okay. Here, it sent its first email. Okay, 2 emails now. All right. So this is the smart goal. You can filter at the top right by the goal that you created. 2 emails were already sent. Email sent to blurred information with subject. Unlock more success with personalized one-on-one consulting call. The second one subject line is exciting opportunity to boost your AI marketing agency, blah, blah. Hi, Joseph, blah, blah, blah. And you see the messages are each one different and personalized to the person. Okay. Can you attach a funnel link? Yes, you can attach it. You can have it do sales by sending it you can use it for scenarios like abandoned cart. So user opts in, but they don't purchase. You can say, hey, I'm going to set up a sales agent, or goal is the term we use. You can set up a goal. People who fit this criteria, we have their email, but they've not purchased. Then send them a funnel link essentially to purchase a product. Is it available in other languages? So the UI is in English. Okay, we don't have translation. The messages, however, you can prompt the AI to speak in whatever language. In fact, I saw there was a conversation that the first message was in English. Someone responded in Spanish, and then AI started speaking Spanish after that point. I tell you guys something crazy. A few days ago, when we launched it on our own data first, we started a goal and the user responded, and then I saw it and AI wasn't responding back. So I asked our team, look into it. It turned out I hadn't read the reply. The reply was an out of office reply, automated reply. And he said, hey, I'll be out of office for the next 2 days. And AI, instead of replying in the back end, you can see the reasoning, by the way. In the back end, it showed, now we have reasoning here. I'll show you guys. The reasoning was, this person is not available for 2 days. So AI was going to wait. Our agent was going to wait 2 days to send a follow-up email because the person was out of office. You can see the reasoning right here. Roland expressed interest in the agency automation assessment, so we need to follow up with a scheduled call. So you can see the why AI did what it did. That's actually, that particular incident was what made us go and add the reasoning. So you can see behind the scenes why AI is doing what it's doing. So this is not live or connected to Deal AI right now, Roman. This is connected to our Stripe. We are gonna enable Deal AI integration very soon. Right now, you don't. All you have to do if you use Stripe at this moment, you have two ways of adding customers. You can manually upload them to contacts or lists, okay, add contacts, or you can go to settings and connect your Stripe. If you have Stripe, if you have customers in Stripe, and it automatically pulls data from your Stripe, okay? Okay. Say one more time. Or API, yes, yeah. Yes, there's a Zapier. Somebody asked. They don't have Stripe. You can do Zapier. Do you have any thoughts on hypothetical open rate, reply rate based on your test so far? It's a really good question. So when we look at these, you can see some of these are low open rate, some of them are super high open rate. Reply rates vary a lot. And it's again, work in progress. I think in mass scale stuff, like this is a good reply rate. And I tell you, the one that we set up for Darsh, it's been running for 4 or 5 days, and it set up 22 is set up 22 qualified leads for Darsh. Okay. And he's had 6 of them and 4 of them showed. So that's one of the reasons. He's got 15 next week. So it's already happening. Do you think it will get learned? Yeah, absolutely. Not only we will keep training it, we have a ton of things to roll out here to improve it. This is a little bit like when I rolled out Deal AI with just magic hooks and an academy in it. This is a little bit like that. I'm like, okay, so I have the minimum viable product. Case in point, it is setting up appointments for Darsh on our team. I'm using it. Therefore, I'm going to roll it out. It reached a point where it became usable. Tio, I'm speaking with Darsh on Thursday. You might have come from this. I don't know, but it set up 22 people with Darsh. So existing Google Calendar, other calendars can integrate. You can integrate Google Calendar at the moment. So when it's scheduling a call, it doesn't call. If you have another obligation on your Google, it blocks it out. It suggests times outside of that. Okay. Francisco is talking with Darsh too. Okay, so maybe a couple people that are set up with this. Some of you guys might have, some of the 22 might have been, might be on this call. So you might have received an email from Lead Falcon. All right. Any other questions? Let me see. What else I should, how many of you guys signed up already? Good. So great, awesome. I see a bunch of you guys. Thank you for coming in and giving a test. Again, when you go in, first go to settings. We don't have an onboarding yet. I haven't rolled it out in broader public. This is the first time talking about it to anybody outside of our team. So when you click on settings, set up your organization, you need to have an organization address. Then you need to have a from name, okay? And then you pick a domain name, em.deal.ai is our domain name. And you need to verify it by setting up your DNS, okay? Once you hook up your domain, and you have $1 in your wallet, if you have Stripe, connect your Stripe. If you have Google Calendar, connect your Google Calendar. And pretty much you're set to go. You can, once you connect your Stripe, it automatically starts pulling contacts in. Again, it's not immediate. So the system slowly works through your Stripe. So it might take, depending on how many users you have, it might take a day, 2 days, 3 days. And once you set it up, it's like essentially you can set up the SMART goal right away. And as more people are pulled from your Stripe, it runs goals on those. Okay. How do I hook up my domain if from GoDaddy or Squarespace? The same. I'm not scrolling down to show you the DNS record because there's also like API key and also private information in there. But if you go to settings, scroll down to the bottom, you see it gives you a specific string that you should add as MX record and TXT record to your domain name. Just copy that add it to your DNS setting in GoDaddy, Namecheap, Squarespace, wherever you bought your domain. Or on our platform, go to the Domains app in Deal AI and just add this specific record. There's a secret link you have to add. Once you add that, it connects your domain to your account. And again, I suggest using em.deal.ai, not deal AI, em.yourdomain.ai. So you got to set up a brand new, essentially subdomain of your domain. So whatever is your domain, add em dot to the beginning of it. Okay. You can use email. Somebody says, why not email? So use email, that whatever. Okay. We use em. Do we need a burner domain? No. You can use a subdomain of your domain. You don't need a burner domain. By the way, I tell you guys this, that one thing that it does is it builds, and there are throttles in it that, by the way, sending more emails to my goal, just so you know. I set up the goal 14 minutes ago. So far, AI has identified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and it has sent a literally unique email for each person. Okay. All right. So our own list from, yes, you can import your list from MailChimp or GHL. Import size is limited to 1,000 at this very moment, but we will remove the cap soon. It's just like we launch it with a cap of 1,000. Okay. We will remove the caps. In terms of warm up, okay, so because it's a new domain, we have automatic backend throttles. So on first day, what is the first day throttle? 100, 100, 50, 50 or 100. So the system automatically does not allow you to burn the reputation of your domain. So it has a schedule that over 7 days increases your volume. So the first day when you hook it up, you're not going to be able to send 10,000 emails. It's going to be slowly, like first day, I think the limit is 100. And then once you hit at least 50, then it increases the limit for the next day. And then once you hit half of that, it increases the limit too. So it has a graduation schedule, and it's all handled on the back end. So to keep your domain reputation, and the open rate is going to be high, the inbox rate is going to be high, unless you do something shady. Don't do anything shady. Our system is designed to protect you to the extent that it can from destroying your own email reputation. Okay, it's behind the scenes. It doesn't like go burst like 5,000 emails and burn your domain on the first day. In what form to import emails? It's CSV, and you can import it in any format. AI will fix it anyways. Yes, knowledge base. So right now the context window of these goals are super large. Okay. So you can essentially write a 10-page brief with all your product information and put it inside this. You can have like a really long brief here. So for now, instead of using a knowledge base, because we don't have knowledge base enabled yet, you should put all of it inside this prompt. This can be a very long prompt. Okay. I have a program that's going to split from companies. You're not charged until email sent. That is correct. That is correct, Chris. It's like as it's sending, I'll show you guys how it works. Setting, wallet. And again, you start with some credit. Okay. It works like most consumption based. So essentially, you can see our own spending. We are like high volume right now. But essentially you have regular emails and you have AI emails, and it shows you the quantity and, shows you how much it's charging you, but only if it sends email. Okay. No credit in the account, it tells me. There should be $1 credit in the account. Am I right, Dave? Huh? Say it again. Contact support, he says. You should have $1. Who has $1? Who doesn't have $1? Oh, wait. Pretty much everybody has $1. Okay, good. All right, good. Any questions, thoughts on this? Anything else you want me to cover? You can create lists, by the way. You can take a bunch of your users. Hang on one second. Okay, so you have you can upload lists of, you can run your own criteria. You don't have to like connect your Stripe. You can say, okay, I want to create a list of users who are da. Okay, and we upload it. You can upload it to a particular list, and then when you create a goal, instead of saying work the entire thing like I did, it has sent 5 emails so far, by the way. No opens yet. So what you do is that you go here and you say, okay, target this list. It shows you the list of things. And also you have an exclusion list. So if you have a list of people that you don't want to send to. Now, people who unsubscribe automatically get DND'd and suppressed. So it doesn't send emails to them, just so you know. Would you suggest we use hello at or an actual name? I use, Nicole, I use personal names. They're more likely for people to kind of connect to versus generic, like, support or outreach or something like that. I like the personalized. This is, by the way, Patrick, yeah, it is crazy, actually. In fact, it is crazy that it is real. I tell you guys this. The fact that you can write the entire logic in here and there's no workflow. You just explain it. You say, hey, wait, Tony, depending on the tone of the user. You can even say things like this. I swear, it's like insane. You can say, send the first email any time of the day, but only reply between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. EST. Make sure you specify the time zone. After receiving email replies, wait 10 minutes before replying back. And just say that, okay? It's kind of nuts that you can do this. And this agent, I thought it would make a lot of mistakes. I'm actually looking at, we have tried it with really complex prompts, and it really follows it. So please clarify use AI or not, as it seems the whole system is AI. The whole system is AI, okay? But if you send a broadcast, okay, create a goal, broadcast. So broadcast is something like this. Let me create one. Description. The goal is to invite everyone to my Zoom call at 2 p.m. EST today, okay? To our call today. Do you have the link to our Zoom call today at 2 p.m.? Okay. First message. It's like, by the way, these have really good open rate. Okay. So I create a goal. Okay. So this is a broadcast goal. Okay. So right now, this message, and I'm going to now follow up a little bit on this. So the first message is canned because you just said initial message is going to be this. Therefore, AI is not involved. It just sends this message, this canned message, to everybody that I specify on my list. It's going to be green in the chat. Okay. And it's like, because no AI is involved, it's fast and it's also cheap. Then you can say something like, the goal is to get everyone to my Zoom call today at 2 p.m. EST. If they reply and are interested, send them the link to the call, which is Zoom. Okay. So this is what this is going to do. This is kind of an invitation, but it's different. It's like, instead of a broadcast that hits everyone with a can, one of these broadcasts that even myself send, that goes to everybody and it's the same thing, and you cannot actually manage your replies. So it's like you put all the information in the first email. You can have a conversation and the first message can be canned and it goes to a lot of people and it's cheap. Okay. Then what you do is once the user replies to this, then AI kicks in, but only when the user replies. That's the difference. Does that make sense? Yes. So there are two scenarios right now where the response is not AI. One is where the message is not AI. One is when you send a broadcast call, that first message is you write it and you say, send this, like using a broadcast call. It is like canned, like a normal broadcast, okay? But normal broadcasts don't work really well because you try to jam all the information in one email because your communication, those of you guys who have a large list, you know what I'm talking about. I sent emails to hundreds of thousands of people. When I send that email, it just, you can't manage your replies. I can't hire a team to manage your replies. So the first message, however, is fixed. So what you do is that you have a fixed message and you can solicit a reply. And by the way, when people reply to your email is a lot more likely to inbox in the future, just so you know. So it's like huge advantage that you can send an email to get a reply. So you send a big message to everybody. That first message is green. It's a green bubble and it's cheap. No AI involved. Then when the user, in this case, the user says, hey, yeah, oh, I don't have the link. And you say, okay, here's a link, looking forward to seeing you. Okay. And then that is AI kicking in. Okay. And that is essentially only for people who reply. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is if you go to a conversation, okay, you can go to one of these, all right, and then you can actually manually write a message, email to the person and send, in which case, again, no AI involved, a human sent it, therefore it's going to be green. Okay. How does it check the members' demographic information? You can add that to contact notes, or in this case, we are mostly interested in people who have purchased specific products, and that information right now comes from Stripe automatically. We don't even do anything. We haven't done anything with our list information. We just connected it to Stripe straight up, and it goes, looks at all the purchases, and then we can, and that is a lot of information about the user. Okay. You can use it to get traffic to a sales page. If you have a list, that's the whole point. You can use it to, so this is essentially, you have a large list or you have a list of customers or you run lead campaigns. And I tell you, we did one yesterday actually, where we ran let me see, which one of these is it? One of my team members did it. Well, I can't find, I don't know. I gotta look into it. But there, we ran a Facebook ad to a lead page, and then those lead page as is coming, we run a goal for that. Or you have a list and you want to contact them to send. It doesn't have to be a appointment booking. Appointment booking seems to be the first immediate use case. Essentially, fill up your go. Here's a list of people. AI, go and find people that are interested in such and such thing that I'm offering, book my damn calendar. Okay. That's like, seems to be the low hanging fruit. But then the next thing we're going to start experimenting with ourselves is sending people to sales pages. Hey, you bought this. Have you checked out this other product? And then let me tell you more about it. And then send them to a page where they can self-check out. Another option is to invite them to a webinar. Okay. Another option is to run ads on the front and bring leads in and then nurture them using AI, not automation, the way the flowchart thing, which is sucks. It doesn't work. Okay. All right. Let me see. If a person has purchased over 60 and has, let's say, also purchased a fulfillment service, let's say AEO optimizer, like, will Lead Falcon know for that scenario not to offer AEO? Yes, you can totally do that. You can say things like, if it is in Stripe, you can either put a note in the user, or if it's in Stripe, it already knows. So you can say something like, people, this goal is for people who have purchased AI marketing agency, but have not purchased our white label. You can just do it like that. And it essentially just targets those people. Doesn't make sense? In fact, we did that too. Can't find where it is, but we've been experimenting with this for the past 7 days in secret. It's unlimited possibilities is really, Lee, I totally agree. It's just like every time I play with this product, I come up with 2 new ideas to try. It's like insane. It's essentially like the best way to think about it is exactly what I said. Right now it's via email, but soon with SMS, you will be able to do essentially all you're doing with each one of these goals that you can toggle on and off. You spun up a sales agent. That's what you did. Okay, so you just say, hey, dear sales agent, and this is when I say agent, it's not a buzzword. It means it can do things. It can decide to send a message to the person or not send a message to the person. Once they reply, it can decide to do this or that. It's always working towards a goal that you identify. It can decide to know, after receiving a reply, it may decide to no action the user, meaning it may close the contact, say, yeah, not a good match. So essentially you spun out. Agent means it can do things. It can do complex reasoning and work towards your goal, okay? And the tools that it currently has at its disposal is take action, no action. It can decide to close the contact so another goal can pick it up in the future. It can send an email right now, and it can book a calendar. It can suggest times, book your calendar, and send a user a reminder, by the way. So that is the tools that is currently at its disposal, or send them a link, things like that. We will add SMS to this. And after that, probably voicemail drops is another thing we can add. How can I add company's branding? That is when I have white label through email and SMS. Email is text. You cannot, there's no template for it. This CRM is internal, so it's here. Okay, the CRM is here. It is imported. You can see new contacts being imported. So this is imported. This is our internal CRM in Lead Falcon. It is not connected. I repeat, it is not connected to Deal AI at this very moment. Okay. Currently, you can zap users in via API. You can connect to Stripe to automatically pull data. That's what we did. Or you can upload lists at this very moment of time. Deal AI integration is coming, okay? White label is not available yet. It is coming. SMS is not available yet. It is coming. Zap means Zapier, yes. Can be imported from Stripe, yes, 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 Chris. All right, let me see if I... I love when people are trying to tell me what to do. How about you spend some time fixing the CRM app? John, please leave the Zoom call. If they click through to a sales page, they'll get personalized AI generated sales copy. Your recommendation. White label is for do-it-yourself by clients, or done for you. We use it for them. Okay. So, I mean, we obviously don't have the white label yet. For this product. My thought is, again, this is something that we will, again, this is like the beginning of a journey. Okay. So beginning of a journey. My thought is you can offer it as a service. Okay. Or you can sell a software. 2 approaches. I don't know which one of them is a more suited approach. At this moment of time, I think selling it as a service to businesses is the best, but I don't know yet. So we got to see how it goes. It's a brand new product. Okay. So it's like, it's the concept is not even like, again, you guys will, it takes some, I tell you guys this, it takes a little bit of rewiring of your brain, because even when we were building this product, I was like, okay, I need how do I make sure AI books people within my available time, which is like this time to that time. And my team was like, write it in the prompt. You don't need a drop down for it. I'm like, it's like it took a little bit to rewire my own brain. So essentially, it's a new concept, and all of you guys who've used other types of CRM are gonna trip over this concept until your brain gets retrained a little bit. So you need to go to goals, okay? And literally what you want, you need to be able to say in the prompt. That's the goal. Does that make sense, guys? Will we be able to add team members? Yes, you can add team members. We already have, you have an organization. We already have 6 team members from Delia. So yeah, I think so. I think service is, we will learn this a little bit together. If I look at active campaign partners, somebody mentioned GHL white label, even Salesforce partners, most of them have a service model with a solution. Now, I recommend you guys don't do just service. I recommend you guys do, I've talked about this before, so do a tech-enabled service, meaning get our white label, customize a platform. Once I have it, obviously we're working towards that. I don't have it today. Customize a platform, put your own flair in it, just like you're doing with white label. Everybody has their own flair. And customize it for your niche and industry. So there's a strong reason for existence, and then sell it as a tech-enabled service concept. That's sort of my 2 cents on it. Yeah. How many of you guys have been able to create a goal? By the way, let me see if anybody replied to me yet. No reply yet, but it's continuing to send emails. Say again. Oh, so what can we do for them? Isn't there a secret key in there? Okay. All right. All right. Oh, it's blurred out. Great. Yeah, here we go. Email settings, configure. Okay, here we go. So you need to essentially, and again, we will make it so that if you have bought the domain on Deal AI, you can press a do it for me button here. It just, once we have Deal AI connection, it automatically sets it, but right now we don't have it. So you have to add, it tells you exactly what MX record to set up, what MX record to set up, what TXT records to set up. So it's essentially 2 MX records, 2 TXT records, and what's 1 CNAME, okay? How do we do presentation mode? I give you guys the cheat, okay? The cheat is this. We're gonna enable this as a toggle in the UI. I don't wanna like make you guys get a split. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn it on. So you just go to this URL and then add question mark presenter equals yes. Let me put in the chat. Actually, let me put the whole URL in the chat. So if you enter this URL in your browser, it automatic, oh shit, did I presenter yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So if you do this, it blurs out all the customer data. If you do this, it unblurs customer data. Okay. Or we're gonna make it a toggle, but for now, just use. Okay, domain. How many of you guys need help with domain? I need to explain it one more time. How many of you guys have been able to verify your domain? Okay. So you go to email settings, go to settings, go to email settings, go to settings, email settings, okay? And here, click on that. So settings, email settings, click on configure email settings. Okay. Domain, you put the subdomain. We chose em.deal.ai. You can pick whatever you want. Pick a subdomain of your domain. It needs to be new, something you've not used. Okay. Then add. It tells you what MX record to add. And then you go to, so you go first one. You go MX EM this, add. All right. Then you go second one. EM this and all that. Okay. MX EM. And what is the second one? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna make it super simple. You guys understand this? Like you just go here and add the subdomains exactly as instructed here. TXT record is CNAME. Yeah. Using my domain for white label when I can add, I also use white label deal AI for CNAME. Yeah, it has nothing to do. So if you use a different CNAME, I mean, sorry, subdomain, it has nothing to do. It doesn't collide with your white label. Okay. I'm going to put a post in the community with essentially asking you guys if you have cool prompts you want to share. Also, if you have domain questions, you can ask in there. Once I have the integration, this step will become just a click, okay, with Deal AI domains. That's the beauty of our platform. Do you have templates for goals? Oh, I totally forgot about that. Can you drop the Word doc? 1 second, I forgot something. I'm gonna drop a Word document that has like 3 templates in it. I totally forgot. Does this apply to domains outside of Deal AI? Yes. It's like same process on GoDaddy. Okay, that's a document, guys. That's templates. I'm not saying these are the best. This is just what we have experienced. We have, guys, this is like a cutting edge of the cutting edge of the cutting edge. It's like, I don't even know how to say it. So we are ourselves learning. I didn't even know if this product would be good. It's a little bit sounded a little too ambitious when we embark on this journey. But we can make it work now. And that's why I decided to roll it out. Okay.